Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here near the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Behind me, the Southern District of New York prosecutors. To the side, the MCC, now closed, at least for now. Now, we're covering the courthouse today, Thursday, March 2nd, 2022. The Saipov trial is off until next Tuesday when they'll have closing arguments on the death penalty. But the trial of Stephen Buyer, former congressman of Indiana, began yesterday for insider trading on the T-Mobile Sprint merger and Navigant GuideStar. He gave little waves at the jury. His lawyer had a lot of slides. They were a little bit out of sequence, but their pitch was the government that can't really prove its case. It's all conjecture. Yes, he bought the stock. No, he didn't have material non-public information. We'll see how it plays. There's a civil case that is the stakes are, I don't know if they're higher or lower, but it involves Corona Hard Seltzer. You see, when Anheuser-Busch bought Modelo and Corona, there was an antitrust problem. So they were required to sell their license to sell Modelo and Corona marks in the United States, to license it to a place called Constellation. These guys had the bright idea of coming out with Corona Hard Seltzer. But the Corona Modelo people have gone nuts because they say it was only for beer and malt beverages, not for hard seltzer. So they're trying to shut them down. And there's the courtroom is full. There's $1,000 suit lawyers. The meters are running, and we're covering that as well. There are any number of criminal cases, including one yesterday in which a lower level gang member that grew up in homeless shelters in Flint, Michigan, came back to New York, thought he would get time served, 43 months. He got 60 months. There's some longer sentences being given out, but endless sentences. Look for that project. We cover the United Nations as well, and I have to say it's an organization that's totally failing. Yesterday, Mozambique took over the Security Council, and it's a country, not only is it not on Twitter, for what that's worth, but they don't answer their mail. They don't answer any questions. They've abstained on everything to do with Ukraine, and they somehow said that the UN Security Council's paralysis is proof of its legitimacy. You'll have to check that one out. We remain on it. We've appealed to Gilles Michaud and Antonio Guterres to re-enter. To be continued.